So, I'm still a little lost. I'm trying to find the couch still. Um, I actually don't know where it is or where I am anymore. I came through a tunnel. I don't really know where I am. I found this weird tunnel underneath my house. Takes me really everywhere. Takes me to McDonald's. Takes me to like a strange bald cat. There's a lot of weird things. I'm actually out here because I feel like it matches. You know, we need to get into the mindset of a warrior cat, and I think being the creepy man in the forest, recording to himself with a phone is exactly the way it was intended to be. I also like to imagine that there are real life cats staring at me from afar, thinking I'm some kind of schizophrenic psychopath that's talking about their ancestors. So that's kind of just what's happening. Welcome. I read. Uh, what am I talking about today? No, it's not the site. It's the Dark River, the Piss Water, if you will. It's the Piss Water book. So, this book kind of focuses on these series of tunnels underneath the clan. It's always been there. Don't question why we're only finding it out now. A series of tunnels, a series of tubes underneath the clans, connecting every single one of them. And this book kind of focuses on the history of the forest, the new forest that they've come across, the new forest they travel to in the old book. Are you not paying attention? That's a good point. She makes good points, doesn't she? I pay her a lot, don't I? I do. So, it kind of focuses on these tunnels, this connective system through the entire New Forest. It's definitely something that forms a lot of different connections with every one of the characters, and this tunnel set of tunnels connects all the characters in some way or another. Lion Paw falls in love with this River Clan, Wind Clan she-cat. Oh, there's a train. That makes me smile a little. Or right next to a train track as well. So, uh, everyone has a connection to the tunnels. So it starts off with Lion Paw really has a huge connection to it. He falls in love with this River Clan she-cat called Heatherpaw. They've met before at a few clan meetings, but have both discovered this series of tubes. They both discovered Parasitical, and basically they use it as a little sneaky area to come meet up. It's very much Grey Stripe and Silverstream. It's very cute, and they're all lovey-dovey with each other. Um, Holly Paw is doesn't know actually about the. She doesn't know anything about the tunnels or anything. She's more interested in the rules. She's a stickler for it. She will always kind of follow what she thinks is right, and will always kind of stick to that moral code or the warrior code. She'll fight against anyone that kind of goes against it, and she's very predictory. I don't know how far that's going to go in the books, but she is a very interesting character because, at least the way these things are written, it's written from the POV of whoever we're paying attention to. So we get the inner thoughts of these characters, and there's never a time where I'm like, what are you thinking? Because I know what she's thinking. I may disagree with her, but I get it. And then the main point of this video, train. Hold on, I want to show you train. I'm going to assume the other half got saved. The train hit me and I died. I'm so sorry. So, I'm gonna have to step back a wee bit now. I'm gonna have to step away from you. So, J-Paw. J-Paw is a narcissistic piece of shit we've already talked about in the last books pretty heavily. But this time, he finds the love of his life. Stick. I think we even have him here in the audience. here he is, live from the books. So how did it feel to get like touched all the time? I'm fucked if he ever saw I did that. So, J. Paul is again to me the highlight of the book. Don't get me wrong, I love the little romance story with Heather Paul and Lion Paul. I thought they were very cute until they broke up. It was very sad actually. But the J. Paul was the main purpose of the book, in my opinion. He carried it. You know, his relationship with Leafpool was so well developed, and I think basically his plot this book is that he finds the magical stick. The one I game ended over in the corner over there, it's gone, but he finds it, and he finds these scratches in it, and actually the book starts off with this huge flashback of these old Storian cats that to become a warrior had to go through this tunnel and make it to the other end with this creepy man that you're so fucking ugly. I really hope no one can see me. They're gonna think I'm a psychopath in the woods. But it starts off with this cat named Fallen Leaves, and he tries to become a warrior by going through this trial through this damp cave, which is the tunnels we find out later on in the book. And he doesn't survive it. The rain comes in, and it's this horrible scene of him drowning. It's actually kind of morbid. The water floods in, and he doesn't make it. Whenever J. Paul finds the stick, he is able to get visions. He gets visions of, he's already able to kind of go into other characters' minds. He's kind of just basic like that. Like, he can go into other people's minds and be like, yeah, I know, but I'm actually kind of tired. Could you fuck off? But this time, he found this stick. This stick belonged to the cat that was sending these other warriors to their death in the cave. They were the almost cat equivalent of like sending someone to the trials. It was like Hunger Games, you know, make your way through this cave and you'll get some bitches. Maybe, unless it's not raining. And J. Paul gets this vision where he's with Fallen Leaves, trying to get him out of this cave, and it's this desperate attempt of survival, trying to escape while he's panicking, trying his hardest to guide him out of this cave while it's flooding with water. And it's scary. It's really scary. It's really scary. And he wakes up and is very connected to this stick. Meanwhile, in the caves, Lion Paw is in a cute little relationship with Heather Paw until they break up, which is a little sad. He decides, you know, I want to be a warrior. But he doesn't just decide that on his own. We have a special guest, someone trustworthy, someone that he started listening to. Why are you here? I thought it would be like his dad or something, but... Alright. He did nothing wrong. You should listen to him. Anyway, so Father of the Year here convinces him to break up with his girlfriend. And eventually, something's happening in RiverClan. RiverClan is scared of babies. I hate babies too. So they make their way to the Gathering Island and they all just kind of chill there. Everyone's like, why is there babies at the Gathering? And Leopard Star is like, babies. So Holly Paw, the rule stickler she is like, I don't like battling. Everyone is super nervous about battling. You won't shut up about battling. You're scared of RiverClan coming in. Wind Clan coming in. Everyone's not thinking straight. I'm gonna sort this shit out myself. So she goes over to River Clan and basically becomes their hostage because fucking Leopard Star's like, you know too much. So basically, she's kind of stuck there for a bit, and Squirrel Flight does the coolest thing ever and just storms into the camp. And it's like, look, that's my child you have there, and I have a Glock. So, it's so stupid. But yeah, it all kind of rounds up with the three of them working together to try to calm down this big miscommunication of River Clan being scared away by babies but not telling anyone, Wind Clan being scared of River Clan taking over their territory, so they start taking over Thunder Clan's territory, and Thunder Clan's like, what the fuck? And then Shadow Clan does nothing. Like, I don't even think they're mentioned. They're chill. Like, they didn't do shit. They didn't do anything. And I kind of... They played the river... They played Sweden in this war, okay? So... pretty much, the three of them... everyone's kind of at each other's throats already. And some mother runs in and goes, guys, I'm a bad mom. Where's my babies? So everyone kind of assumes that it's River Clan that stole the babies, or Wind Clan, actually. They're all just kind of blaming each other. And J-Paw gets this idea where, I don't actually remember how it exactly happens, but either way, J-Paw, Lion Paw, and Holly Paw, and some other rando kind of all, oh, and Heather Paw too, all go into the caves to find the missing kits so they can get them and stop a war from happening. Now, a war could have stopped from the beginning if we all just told each other what was up. And River Clan was like, hey guys, humans are destroying my territory, so I'm gonna stay here for a bit. No, they were kind of inconspicuous about it. And basically, there's people walking past, and I all look like a psychopath talking to myself in the woods. They don't see me though. Do they see me? They don't see me. They'll never see me. That's fine. So, you know what? We're gonna we're gonna go on a walk about this one. So, pretty much, long and short of it, is they're all very angry at each other. There's a lot of drama going on. He wants to kill her, she wants to kill him, everyone's a little angry. And now babies are missing. Oh no, who took the babies? So they all go into the cave that Lion Paw admits that exists because he's a horny bastard. And they all go into the cave to find the kits so they can say, hey look, no one stole them, it's all good. So they don't have to kill each other. Am I on private property? So basically, they go into this cave and the ghost of Fallen Leaves, the cat that died at the start, knew that J-Paw was with him when he died, and his spirit guides J-Paw and the rest of them to the kits so they're able to get home. And they find the kits and it starts raining, right? So they're all desperately trying to get out of this cave, which leads to like everyone kind of just accepting that they're going to die. And there was this horrible scene of one of the lines, actually, seriousness here, one of the lines that actually got me a little was with Heather Paw and Lion Paw, where they're kind of stuck. It's flooding in, they don't know what to do, and they say the lines, I'll have it up on screen to confirm that I'm correct with this assessment, with this series of tubes, but I'm pretty sure they say there's no boundaries in Sky Clan. I think it's a really cute line. That scene was really terrifying because we're all like, shit, we need to... There was a stick bug. that scene was really terrifying, actually. Am I meant to be here? You know, I'm gonna turn around. Oh, it's so pretty, though. It's really pretty. So, pretty much, J-Paul is able to get help from the ghost of fallen leaves and is able to get directed out of the cave through swimming through the stream and hopefully making it to the other side of the kits, which is such a terrifying just thing in general because you're kind of shitting yourself on who's gonna drown. So fun. So it's always a little scary on that part, but I'm loving this series. There's so much characters that I feel like are getting a little handed to the back rows, but I still care about them. There's characters I really do still care about, but J-Paul is carrying it. I love him. I love the other two too. Lion Paul's a sweetheart. He's a golden heart, and Holly Paul is just a stickler for the rules. But there's so much going on with it that it makes me just so happy to be part of that universe and to just kind of explore that. A little part of me feels rushed in these videos to describe everything, but I also, because my phone's about to die, but I love this series, man. I really do. I really enjoy it. But, yeah. The Dark River is genuinely something that I think you guys should go check out. It's really good. It's a really good book. Fucking J-Paul, the amount of deliveries he's given me that has become my Discord status are just incredible. I love that piece of shit. He is such an asshole. I love that he just feels like he could be like, I'm just gonna go into other people's dreams. Fuck you. I'm gonna tell everyone your secrets. Like, it's not like he does it out of maliciousness, he just does not care. He does not care. He thinks it's dumb that Leafpool is so kind of careful with her words when he could just blurt it out and sort it out later. It's such a different dynamic, but I think that's why it is so cool to me. I think it is just a really cool series, and this whole book was just interesting in general.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was really good fun. Shut up. Oh my god, I don't care.
I'm back because I forgot to mention one of my favorite parts from this book. Cinderpaw. I love how we're giving Cinderpelt a second chance at being a warrior. Yeah, she fell from a tree, but she's fine. And oh my god, was it amazing to actually, like, finally, you know, get physical proof that this is in fact Cinderpelt. Cinderpelt that can't remember her past life, but has little snippets of her experiences. And J-Paul enters a dream after she gets her leg injured, and she remembers everything in the sleeping world, but in the waking world she's Cinderpaw. She doesn't really know she's Cinderpelt. But it kind of throws this dynamic between J-Paw and Leafpool, which are my two favorite characters at this point, where one of them is so concerned about Cinderpaw losing this one in a infinite chance of being reborn and losing the opportunity of becoming the warrior again, and J-Paw is just an asshole. I love that dynamic. It was actually one of my favorite kind of things because I really cared for Leafpool. I felt bad for her because this idea of shit, not again, don't break your leg again, don't feel again, this is like your one chance to relive it all again, don't do this. You need to be the warrior that you've always wanted to be, always deserved to be, and I'm so glad they didn't like stick with her leg being broken, it healed. Because I was like, shit, no, not again, no. Because Cinder Pelt deserved so much better, and I'm so glad she's back. Reborn. I've never seen a cat be reborn in the series, and I hope that's kind of a thing that maybe kind of pops up again, because I think Cinder Pelt is a really good cat that deserved that. I kind of wish Firestar would know at some point. I don't think he ever will. But I just love Cinder Pelt, and I'm so glad she's back in some way or another. And I really love the relationship that the three of them have, where they both, J-Paul and Leafpool both know, but are kind of handling it in two different ways. And I just love J-Paul and Leafpool. In general, their dynamic is incredible. But yeah, that's just something I kind of want to comment on. I'm gonna go back to my fucking Nintendo dogs.